Weird ass cow drama. That's the topic of today's video. And strangely, at least in my opinion, it's a controversial video that I am going to be covering today. It's just such a strange story I really feel I needed to share. It popped up on Twitter late in the afternoon when I was searching for some crazy drama. And basically, it was a video of a police car ramming into a cow on the street. Just a random cow. This video seemed to be captured by some random person recording from the window. And I'm not gonna lie, there have been some, in my opinion, weird responses on Twitter. This might be one of my most controversial videos. I probably can't show you the video. It might get me flagged for animal abuse. But basically, it's a cow getting hit by a car and skidding across the street. And this is happening in the UK. Responses have been kind of one-sided. Everybody's been hating on the police for hitting this cow with a car, which I mean is a pretty crazy, gruesome, whatever sight. But I'm not gonna lie, I have a pretty controversial opinion on this video. Now, people on Twitter have been saying this is disgusting behavior, the policeman needs to be fired, sacked, this is horrible, this is disgusting, this is barbaric, every officer in that vehicle should be sacked and charged, this is sickening. A cow that size would be easy to wrangle and contain quickly without the need to hit it with a car. Police training is seriously lacking. Everybody, at least from what it seems, collectively is hating on this poor cow getting hit by a car. And you know what? I'm just gonna say it. When the hell did we become some type of animal activists? I mean, I don't want to sound like Peter, where it's like, you love a dog, but you eat a pig. You're evil, you're an animal abuser. But I really don't get it, how you can be so upset at a cow getting hit by a car, and yet 2.8 million cattle are eaten every year in the UK. According to the UK government statistics, every month we are eating 92,000 steers, 74,000 heifers, 18,000 young bulls, 44,000 cows and adult bulls. At least I hope I'm getting that right. These are really vague. And I get it. It is animal cruelty when a police car, hits a cow on the street and makes it go skidding. But this is just untrained police people hitting a cow because they have no clue how to catch one. I mean, most people aren't trained for this, so it makes sense. But people saying sacked and jailed is just crazy because, I'm gonna be real, I don't care. Thousands of cows are slaughtered each year in factory farms. We eat cows all the time. Beef is an amazing commodity with tons of sales. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to sound like some Peter vegan who's like, we need to stop killing animals. And trust me, I'm not some psychotic individual who thinks abusing animals is fine. A cow getting hit on the side of the road is cruel to the cow, and clearly empathy is extending to this animal. But I don't really get the terms disgusting or calling the person who hit the cow cruel and should be sacked and jailed. I just think it's kind of sad and unfortunate. It's something that just happened out of panic and random action. Don't get me wrong, I see how it's cruel, I see how it's unjustified, but I wouldn't call this disgusting or try and get the police person who hit the car. At least if it was just in panicked intentions. I'm assuming it is. If this person actually wanted to hit a cow out of cruelty, I would probably have them investigated because that could be some psychotic behavior. Like how serial killers kill animals before moving on to real people. But I really think the benefit of the doubt should be given to stories of lacking context. And cows are dangerous. Cows are literally the UK's deadliest animal. Cows attack between 3,000 and 4,000 people every year. So if you're an untrained police person who has no experience or equipment ready to deal with a potential life-threatening animal on the road, I see how you would end up hitting it with a car as a panicked resort. And to see news whatever already jump on the situation and start screaming that this person is disgusting and cruel and should be sacked and whoever hired them should be sacked. I really don't think that way. And I mean, what happens if the cow survives? They go back, they get slaughtered anyway, and they're fed to someone. What a difference screaming cruelty at this situation really makes. I just feel like it's kinda hypocritical to act so sympathetic to an animal which you practically eat every day, which is greatly depending on the person. That's a huge generalization. And again, that's why I'm taking the stance here. I eat cows, I eat beef, and yeah, I feel bad for an animal when it gets hit by a car and skids across the road. But from that point forward, I don't see it as an incredibly disgusting situation or cruel situation. I just see it as panicked and unfortunate and unlucky. All of that does change though, depending on the intentions of the officer who was hitting the cow with the car. I really doubt it was a police officer who was just like, that's it, I've had a bad day, time to run over some cows. A police officer's number one concern, at least it should be, is the safety of the public. And if there is a random, rampant cow in the street that could be potentially harming as many people as possible, and you have no way of stopping it, panic would make sense. Although it's bad, although you should be trained otherwise, although that this whole situation could just be completely unavoided with some better training and equipment, shit happens. And there's no point going so crazy about this. Because, again, that cow is most likely going to be slaughtered and eaten anyway. Cows can hit people on bites. People can hit the cow with their own car and potentially threaten their own life. Cows attack between 3,000 and 4,000 people every year. Random animals are harmful to people. And I wonder how the perspective would change if this cow did kill someone and then the police person hit it. I'm guessing they would be regarded as a hero, but still. It's just such a strange situation that makes me question the philosophy of humankind. But cows are killed and eaten all the time. How does one life of this cow suddenly matter so much? I don't want to sound like some Jeffrey Dahmer psycho right now. Don't get me wrong, I would definitely not run over a cow, okay? I don't know, but I stand on my point. I really do stand on my point. I don't see how everyone can just jump on the police officer like this. Like calling them a disgusting member of the human race, quote unquote, James Whale says. I mean, bro, it's just a cow. It's literally just an animal. I think that people would be totally asking why the police didn't do anything. Yes, it's a sense of cruelty, but trust me, bro. I saw one factory farm documentary with Joaquin Phoenix in it, and at this point it's just kind of the same thing. Holding cells for cows in factory farms are incredibly cruel, but barely anyone spends their time on Twitter complaining about it. But when a cow gets hit by a car, everybody says it's disgusting and nasty. Like, if you find this cruel and disgusting, become a vegan, or at least try and stop the factory farming of cows. Basically, in conclusion, I really don't get how everybody sees this video so disgusting and vile and they're so angry at it, when it is simply a unfortunate, panicked event of somebody hitting a cow with a car, a police person who is trying to save people. I doubt they really decided to start hitting cows out of their own enjoyment. And the people who are saying this makes them disgusting and angry are probably gonna wake up tomorrow and have a burger for lunch. Like, I really don't know if I'm crazy or something, but it's just a cow getting hit by a car. Okay, that's a kind of crazy statement to say out loud, but past that, who cares? It could have potentially saved someone's life. Sure, it could have been done way better, but it wasn't. And the cow got hit. Again, I don't know if I'm crazy, but to me, that's just not that big a deal. Millions of cows die a year. This one got hit by a car. Crazy. We as a human species decimate everything in our path. We as a human species kill billions of things every day. We conquer lands, we burn down forests, we spill oil into habitats, and we ruin everything around us. But a cow gets hit by a car, and oh my fucking god, cruel, vile, I'm angry. But yeah, that's about it. I just don't get it. I mean, again, we absolutely fucking kill everything around us. But one cow gets hit by a car, and oh my god. Again, I don't want to sound like Dharma or something, but how is that big of a deal? How is that vile, angry, and disgusting? But yeah, I don't know, man. Please, give me your opinions in the comments. I am dying for some real people, man. Thanks, and I'll see ya. Peace. Oh yeah, and subscribe.